Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So I've just been for a blood test, which for context about 10 minutes gentle walk down that way. So on the way back I thought I'd nip into town, which is about 2 minutes walk that way, have a look around the charity shops, see if I can find anything in there to add to my collection, or maybe take to CEX to trade in for a voucher to get some more movies I want. But I thought on the way I'd show you a little bit of the town so that you guys know a little bit more about me. Yes, I live in Rugby, Warwickshire now. I'm outside Rugby School, which is one of the most salubrious and select schools in the country. You have to be offspring of somebody very rich or very powerful, unless you're brilliant and get a scholarship to be educated here. A lot of famous people have been educated here. Neville Chamberlain, former Prime Minister, Lewis Carroll, author of Alice Through the Looking Glass, Salman Rushdie and Thomas Hughes, whose statue is over there. He was the author of Tom Brown's School Days, which was about a boy who went to rugby school, Tom Brown, who always had run-ins with the school bully Harry Flashman, and it's been adapted into several films and TV adaptation. Most lately was Stephen Fry, who at the time my mother-in-law worked at rugby school, and she actually walked in on me having a wig in the toilets. I've heard that story a few times. But yeah, very salubrious. They actually own vast swathes of the town, Rugby School. I think the estate must be running to billions and billions of pounds. And over there is where the first person ever picked up a football and started running with it, and the game of rugby was born, and that was William Webb Ellis in the 19th century. Yes, that's a little bit of background. We'll go into town now, see what we can find, and hopefully come back later with some finds. I think they must be gearing up for some event at the moment. They've got a mobile coffee place and looks like a burger van going up. I don't know what event they've got on. They sometimes have rugby matches and cricket matches. That's the posts are up. So I imagine they've got some sort of rugby match on this weekend. So let's meet up again in town. Just before you get to town, you've got the William Webb Ellis statue there. As I say, this guy was supposed to be playing football and decided to cheat and pick it up and start running with it, and that's how the game of rugby was invented. 1806 to 1872. It was sculpted by a chap called Graham Ibbison. Now if you've seen my Morecambe videos or know about me, you'll know that we visit Morecambe a lot. And it's actually the same chap who sculpted the Eric Morecambe statue. Apparently this guy does statues, most of the statues in the country. If you look into it, if you've got one local to you, you'll find that it's probably been done by Graham Ibbison, this chap. Over there you've got a replica of the trophy, the Webb Ellis trophy that they played for in the World Cup. This is all part of the school. A wonderful building, steeped in history. Over the road you've got a little rugby football museum, and next to it, through that little black door, it used to be a factory where they used to make all the rugby balls. If you saw a rugby match on the TV with a Gilbert football, it was probably made in there, but I think in more recent years they're made in a factory abroad, unfortunately, like most things. Just down here, just past that church, you can't see it from here, there's just the other side of that church, there's a little pub called the William Webb Ellis. Lovely Sunday dinner. My wife liked going there for a feed. So yeah, and here's the town leading this way. So I'm going to go and have a look, like I say, in the shop, see what I can find, and I'll catch you in a bit. Hey everybody, and welcome back. We're back in the movie room. It's now the next day. I must admit, I had a walk round the shops and it was that hot. By the time I got home, I was absolutely knackered. I was fit to drop. Absolutely no use to you guys. I even had a bottle of pop on the way. It was the first time I had a bottle of pop for about 6 months. Mango Tango, indeed. How's that for a bit of alliteration? Is that the right word? I think it is. And it was very nice. I've got to go back out a bit, and again I might have another bottle of pop. I don't know, some shite Sprite or something. But anyway, yep, I looked round the shops, found a couple of bits and bobs. Nothing too exciting, but it made the journey worthwhile. And you got to have a look a bit round my town. I hope you enjoyed that. So let's have a quick look at what I found. One charity shop, they do 3 for £1, so I picked 3 up. As you guys know, you've been watching my weekly watches, I've been on a bit of a John Wayne kick. So I picked up Rooster Coburn, and spoiler alert, I've already watched this. I watched this last night. So if you want to hear what I think, make sure you tune in Sunday to find out. And to go with that, I picked this up. I see this, thought of James. Bit of Adam Sandler, Saturday Night Live. I'll send that off to James. I don't know if he's already got this. He's his biggest fan. If people don't know, but I'm sure you do. I'll send that off to him, Adam Sandler. He loves him. I certainly don't need it at my house. I'm alright for coasters, so James get that. And trying to find one just to make it up for 3 for £1. I just grabbed this in the end. Paintball. Looks like some crappy sort of horror film set around the world of paintballing. Now, if I could pick one of my subscribers stroke fellow YouTubers who would watch that, I'd say that would be Ash. Would watch that. I could imagine that being up his street. Probably a load of rubbish. I'll give it a go. Then the next charity shop, couple to trade in, 50p each. First one being Quatermass with John Mills. Now that cost me 50p. Trades in at CX for a £5. But you know what? I might give it a watch first. I do love John Mills. John Mills tackling aliens. You can't go wrong, can you? It looks like don't think it's a film. I think it's more of a mini series. Any of you guys know anything about that? Let me know down below. Is it worth watching? And last of all, the Night of the Big Heat, which again 50p and trades in for £4. Now this came out, I know, last Monday on Blu-Ray, so we want to trade in pretty quick before the trading value drops on it. So that was it. A decent day out. As again, I hope you enjoyed it. If you've liked what I've done here today, give me the old big thumbs up. And if you want to see more of this twaddle, feel free to subscribe. You all have a nice day. Don't get too hot. Drink some Mango Tango. Goodbye.